play here in Baltimore. Ravens lead the all-time bout 12 games to 4. It is Ward on the return. Goes up the right side to the 30.
Throughout the whole game, guys haven't taken advantage of the opportunities given to them in his last preseason game.
Tyler Huntley so far in the preseason has had 2 solid outings. Went 5 for 8 last week, 63 yards overall. Minter said he felt like his offense finally got going on the 3rd drive of the game. Looking to get things going on the opening drive. A short completion to Cuevas, right side, and he swirled out of bounds. Nice gain on the opening play from scrimmage.
Yeah, I like that initial play call, just a bootleg. You know the defense is going to be overly aggressive toward the ball fake coming out to the left-hand side, and nice easy throw and catch.
Huntley behind center. We have Rashid Ali in the formation along with Devontae Walker, Chris Moore, Matthew Hibner, and Josh Cuevas. Both tight ends we mentioned in the open, starting for Declan Doyle as the offensive play caller. And there's movement up front. Flag flies on the near side.
Ball start. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And that is Hibner, the guilty party.
Yeah, just a little flinch. Listening to the cadence of the quarterback and not the ball itself.
Jared Lichtenhahn is the starter at the left tackle spot for Baltimore. Andrew Voorhees at left guard. It is Jovan Gwynn starting at center. Emory Jones at right guard. As they hand this one off left side to Ali, and he goes nowhere. Gets swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. First carry of the day for Ali, snuffed out by Byron Cowart on his opening play.
And you got to think the Dan Quinn defense for the Commanders is going to play fast and physical. They track the ball really, really well. And doing misdirections against this type of defense is always a positive early in the game.
And just to close out the offensive line, Carson Vincent is the right tackle for Baltimore. Dan Quinn looks on. 3rd-year head coach for the Washington Commanders. 3rd down and 10 after the penalty and a tackle for loss. Quick completion on the out route to Chris Moore, and he points past the markers, a gain of 11.
Yeah, that was a nice little quick out route. As soon as he catches it, he gets vertical for the 1st down. He was about 1.5 yards short when he caught the ball, but he got vertical knowing where the 1st down mark.
Dan Quinn looks on. 3rd-year head coach for the Washington Commanders. 3rd down and 10 after the penalty and a tackle for loss. Quick completion on the out route to Chris Moore, and he points past the markers, a gain of 11.
Yeah, that was a nice little quick out route. As soon as he catches it, he gets vertical for the 1st down. He was about 1.5 yards short when he caught the ball, but he got vertical knowing where the 1st down marker was at.
Chris Moore, the journeyman wide receiver in his 10th year out of Cincinnati. Originally was a draft pick back in 2016, 4th-round pick here in Baltimore, returns. He has a grab against his former squad, spent last year with the Commanders. 1st and 10 from the 40. Huntley with the play action, now escapes some pressure, rolls right, barely stayed behind the line of scrimmage. Now he takes off and runs, has 1st down yardage to the 45-yard line before he is taken down. Probably the most active running we've seen from Tyler Huntley this preseason.
Yeah, he gets flushes out to the right side of the line, and it's so much room, he didn't know if he wanted to run it or if he wanted to stop and try to find an open receiver. He finally figured out, hey, you know what, nobody's in front of me, let me get as many yards as I can.
Maybe for a split-second hesitation, he thought maybe he'd already crossed the line of scrimmage and couldn't throw it downfield. But he does have 1st down yardage into enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A turn and a handoff to Ali, and he has about 2 yards up the left hash mark. This is a Washington defense that struggled against the run in 2025, 30th out of 32 teams, allowing over 140 yards per week against opposing rushing offenses.
Yeah, the way they played last year wasn't to standards of Dan Quinn as a old defense coordinator. He wants them to play fast and physical, but be disciplined.
On the other side, of course, the Ravens, 2nd in the NFL in rushing yardage per game last year. Huntley play action. There's pressure off the left side. He does get it away. A wide open Chris Moore inside the 25-yard line, just outside the numbers, and Tyler Huntley have the Ravens marching on their opening drive.
Yeah, just a 7-cut by Moore from the slot position. Just a really pretty pass right into the dead zone of the defense. Anytime you run a 3-deep defense, there's going to be a little zone inside of the numbers in the hash, and they found that number.
2 receptions already for Moore. Ball's on the ground after they snap it on 1st and 10. And it looks like the Ravens hopped on top of it. Huntley, the first one there. Vincent was right there, too. A near disaster just outside the red zone.
Yeah, normally when the ball pops up in the air like that, the quarterback is leaving the center a little bit too early. But luckily for the Ravens, Huntley got back on it.
Does that have any impact on what you've seen from Gwynn so far?
No, I think
in a center battle.
No, the ball was there. Just Huntley just moved a little bit too early as a quarterback.
2 tight ends in the formation to the left, both Cuevas and Hibner. Montez Walker to that side as well. Shotgun. Huntley locks it up. Back to the end zone. Chris Moore reels it in. No, they say he was out of bounds and incomplete. He is stunned on the sideline. It looked like he grabbed it, but he was unable to hold on.
He had it initially, and then the ball rolled out.
He also wanted a penalty marker, was calling for it prior to the grab. They are showing it in-house at M&T Bank Stadium, and he thinks it's a touchdown.
One knee. The left knee was in bounds. I got to see if that right knee. Oh, he's in bounds.
All the way through.
Touchdown. That's close.
Wait right here.
That's real close.
Got to see if the knees are down.
The knees are down. That's a touchdown. He has control of the ball.
But did the ball hit the turf?
No.
We will determine if this is a score. They're taking a look at it. Phenomenal throw by Huntley.
Of course
to
it was
give him a
caught. They
chance.
just gave it to him.
Well, I know, but even if they didn't call it that way,
it still would have been a great concentration.
And it was a great throw by Huntley all the way through. Tyler Loop on for the PAT, and it's 7-0 Ravens. Let's take one more look at this route. What did Tyler Huntley see for Chris Moore to be that open in the back of the end zone?
Well, I mean, when the DB, his back is turned to the quarterback, the receiver's open. So now you just got to throw it to the upfield shoulder, which the shoulder is closest to the sideline, and then that's normally going to be a catch on a go ball like that.
I know you're a defensive back by trade. Was that an and one for Chris Moore?
Well,
it
doesn't even matter. He caught it. So, even though he did get a little contact, but that's you got to play through the contact and make sure the ref make the call.
Great grab by Moore. One of the guys that you could argue would be a phenomenal addition for special teams purposes, but if he can make catches like that, he's having an audition for not just Baltimore, but the 31 other teams in the league this week. That's what's at stake for either one of these squads and for the guys that are on that bubble for a possible roster spot. Scoring drive for Tyler Huntley and the Ravens. 8 plays, 69 yards, and it took 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Huntley all smiles. That was probably his best drive of the preseason so far. And the Ravens up early by a touchdown. Tyler Loop about ready to get this booted away. Both Craig Reynolds and Katron Allen, the rookie out of Penn State, back to receive for the Commanders. High end over in kick. Reeled in by Reynolds at the 5-yard line, and he runs into one of his own blockers up front at the 25. Bounces off, and now we get a chance to see Jesse Minter's defense for the first time. What are the defensive goals for him today?
You want 11 guys running to the football. You want pre-snap disguise, which they've been great at so far in this preseason, and pre-snap and post-snap communications. Basic football. You want the guys to go out there and play fast.
Ethan Burke, C.J. Okoye, Aeneas Peebles, and Adisa Isaac are the starting 4 on the defensive line for Baltimore. It is the Washington Commanders led by Ethan Kaliak-Manis. And the ball popped out on the opening play from the offensive side, and the Ravens have it. One play defensively, C.J. Okoye hops on top, and the Ravens take it away.
Oh, they want Okoye to go down there and have a little celebration, but he doesn't want to go down there and dance.
Said, I go straight to the sideline. Here's a look at it. That ball popped free. Kaliakmanis.
Oh, it popped out early. Yes, it did.
Turned around. It looked like Burke may have been the one to punch it out.
Ethan Burke.
Did he do it again?
Jason Bourne. Oh, he did.
He definitely did.
That
How
was a
about
good
that?
punch.
Back-to-back weeks for Ethan Burke with a forced fumble.
A Peanut Tillman punch.
Katron Allen, the tailback, puts it on the ground. So an early touchdown drive. A nearly flawless opening offensive possession. And now the Ravens will get it at the Washington 30-yard line. Here's
ruling on the field of a fumble recovered by the defense has been confirmed. It's first down Baltimore.
There's the clarification from referee Ronald Tober. And C.J. Okoye in his second year with the Ravens has the fumble recovery.
I mean, be aware of your surroundings when you're on the field. Good things happen.
Looks like that one drive was all that Tyler Huntley needed. It's Joe Fignano at quarterback for Baltimore. From the Commanders 30. Play action, bootleg right. Dump off underneath. It's Hibner. Hibner at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, first play for Huntley. Boot to the left. First play, or to the right, offensive right. First play for Fignano. Boot to the right. Nice, easy throw. Get the quarterback settled down a little bit and let him make an easy throw to his tight end.
Picks up 6. Remember, Fignano entered the day as the NFL leader in passing yards this preseason. Had just 5 incompletions last week and a touchdown against the Minnesota Vikings in a win. Go to Rashid Ali. Ali close to the line to gain. He's just behind it, about a yard shy, setting up 3rd and short. Here's Fignano's numbers so far. 37 of 48 passing. Whether you're a rookie or not, and whether you're playing against pro defenses or not, these numbers look good.
They're good. And I mean, what I really like about him is that he does a great job of going through his progression from his first read to his second read to his third. And if he has a check down, he'll get to the check down.
Still Jovan Gwynn at center. Fignano under center as they motion Cuevas to the left. Excuse me, back to the right now. Under center. Fignano turns. It's Ali on 3rd and 1. Maneuvers off of a tackler, dives forward, and has first down yardage inside the Washington red zone.
A good read by Ali. Outside left zone. He's going out to the left. He sees the hole open back up into the inside of him. He puts his foot in the ground and gets vertical for the first down.
8.5 to play here in quarter 1. Not even to the halfway point, and the Ravens knocking on the door to make this a 2-possession lead in the opening quarter. Touchdown and then a forced fumble on the first defensive play, followed by this drive. 1st and 10 from the Washington 17. They motion Lucas Scott, the fullback, over. He's the lead blocker for Ali, who gets tripped up initially but then maneuvers forward for a pair. DJ Johnson in on the stop defensively for Washington.
Yeah, you motion in Lucas Scott, and he is a fullback, but he played guard in college. I mean, this guy's 6'3". It says 290, so that means he's 300 pounds. Fullback, just going in motion and trying to clean the clocks off of DBs. That's a tough task.
A transition from tight end to offensive line during his time in Army, and then now back to the fullback role. Adam Randall is the tailback, out of the shotgun to the left of Fignano. 3 receivers to his right. 2nd down and 7. Dump off underneath. It's LeJontay Wester. Wester has first down yardage. Now breaks back into play, and he's inside the 5. Washington trying to strip the football away. Medrano was there for the tackle, but it's a 1st and goal set up for Baltimore.
That's a really good read by Joe, because he's looking to the left. He sees the shallow come late. It's like on the 3rd window. And he makes a nice, easy throw for the receiver to go make a play in space.
Wester, who had a touchdown in a similar portion of the field last week against the Vikings, tried to do the same here, not nearly as wide open as he was a week ago. 1st and goal for the Ravens from the Washington 3-yard line. Up 7-0 early here in this 1st quarter. Man in motion, Cuevas again. It's Adam Randall. Randall with blockers up front. and he plows his way to the goal line, short by maybe.
It looked like he got in.
Maybe an inch is all he needed. I thought he got in on that second effort, and it looks like Randall believes so too.
Oh man, I got to see that one again.
Here's a look at it. Good tackle over the top.
You know what? He never put the ball out. That's why.
Tyler Owens, the safety, third-year man out of Texas Tech, comes flying in and makes the stop. Now it's Ali in the backfield from the goal line under center. Fignano will sneak it himself, gets an extra push in the pile, works into the end zone. It's a rushing score for Joe Fignano. Back-to-back touchdown drives from the Ravens.
Yeah, just an easy quarterback sneak. And he should get the touchdown. I mean, he's done a lot of great work in the preseason. He should be rewarded for getting an easy 1-inch touchdown for the quarterback.
That was about as easy as it's been for Joe Fignano. He's made it look easy, though.
He has.
Another touchdown drive. All smiles as he goes back to the sideline and interacts with Austin Reed, who we anticipate to see some time as well. Tyler Loop back on for the PAT. This one is up and through, 14-0 with 5:56 left here in the first quarter. And this one's bobbled around initially by Katron Allen. Allen does get it back up. He's past the 20-yard line, up the numbers to the 25. There is a flag down at the 18. .549 left in the first. Ronald Tober, tonight's official. With the call.
During the return, personal foul, illegal double team block by the receiving team, number 24. Penalties half the distance from the spot of the foul. Washington's ball, 1st and 10.
Doesn't affect the line to gain, but it does affect the starting yardage for the Washington Commanders, led by quarterback Ethan Kaliak-Manis. He had a phenomenal career at Rutgers, kind of under the radar in the 2026 draft class, was a 7th-round pick. He had 28 passes complete of 20 yards or more last season in college football. Second in the FBS behind top overall pick Fernando Mendoza. Had a great year with Rutgers. Katron Allen's the running back, and they have a couple tight ends in the formation as well. They motion him from left to right. Turn and give. Allen, who fumbled it on his opening carry, does not get much here. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, possibly one before Jay Higgins is in on the stop, along with Rucker.
You really like what you're seeing by this Ravens defense through these first 3 preseason games. They're getting after the football. They're disengaging. They're not giving the running backs a lot of big holes to run through.
Anthony Weaver loves the way his defense has set the tone this preseason and through training camp. 2nd down and 8. Kaliak-Manis throws on the run a bit low, and that one to the ground. Incomplete. He was looking to the outside. Unable to complete it on that occasion.
Yeah, the ball just a little short. No, it was out there, just not the receiver trying to bend over, diving for the football, just couldn't bring it in.
That's Van Jefferson, first year with Washington. 350 yards receiving and a touchdown last year with the Titans. Dan Quinn looks on. 5:12 left in the first, 3rd down and 8. Washington showing pressure up the middle. With Jesse Minter's defense, that's not always the case as they motion Allen into the backfield, left side. Kaliak-Manis with time, pressure, throws over the middle, and it's batted away. Keon Martin did it again. The preseason hero from 2025 continues to make plays in the 2026 preseason.
Yeah, that's a really good read. Just being the curl flat player, reading the quarterback's eyes, getting out there and batting that ball down with his left hand. Outstanding play by Martin.
2 drives, 2 yards, and a turnover for the Washington offense. Jesse Minter's defense that has allowed just 10 points in the first 2 preseason matchups, looking the part again in preseason week 3. Back to return, LeJontay Wester with some space up the middle. Past the 50-yard line, 45-40, and he's tripped up from behind. He is a quick striking machine. It's 14-0 Ravens on the Ravens Game Day Network. Talking with Durham Smythe, a couple veterans in this league. As the handoff is right side to Ali, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that conversation between the two was saying that this defense is crazy. Was ultimately the gist of the conversation. Zay Flowers saying he's never seen anything like it before. And so far, some of these teams in the preseason haven't been able to answer the question either.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they keep pre-snap disguising throughout this last preseason game in the regular season.
Posick at center, and there's movement on the Baltimore line of scrimmage.
Ball start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Second.
That'll push them back 5 yards, setting up 2nd and 13. It was Carson Vincent, second-year man out of Alabama A&M. Elijah Surratt in the formation along with Tez Walker, Sheen Ali, Xavier Guillory, and it's Josh Cuevas at the tight end spot. He motions from right to left, sets up in tight left side. Under center, Fignano turns, fakes it to Ali. All sorts of time. Now he rolls right, dumps it off. It's Ali who takes a hit. Flying in from the second level is Tyler Owens, former undrafted free agent out of Texas Tech.
I mean, Joe was back there relaxing, no pressure. Now, that was a big hit. That was no pressure on Joe. They did a great job protecting him to find the ball, released down the field.
This is a Washington secondary that has some confidence underneath Dan Quinn and Durante Jones, the defensive coordinator. Good coverage that time, sets up 3rd down and 9. Adam Randall is the tailback. Fignano in the shotgun. They motion Guillory looking that direction. Fignano lets it fly, but it's back behind Elijah Surratt. And plenty of coverage this time, and it looks like the Ravens will trot on Tyler Loop for a long field goal with 3:20 left here in the first.
That's the worst throw from Joe throughout these first 3 preseason games. That ball normally is going to be on the sideline to where the receiver can catch it. That time it kind of got probably hand left a little high, and the ball ended up a little high.
This is by far the longest attempt so far by the Tyler Loop specialist-led group. Randy Brown looking on off the right hash mark from 58 yards out. It is just to the left and no good. Plenty of distance from 58 yards, but it remains 14-0 on the Ravens game. Commanders, final week of the NFL preseason with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Still a long way to go in this one, but still it has been all Ravens to this point. Washington trying to steal back some momentum as they have their best starting field position of the night to this point from their own 48-yard line after a missed 58-yard field goal by Tyler Loop. Kaliak Manis behind center. Katron Allen is the tailback. And there's a penalty marker in from the near side. Washington with motion.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to see as a head coach. Ravens had a couple of them. Commanders now had one. Pre-snap penalties is something that's all about concentration.
Ravens have been quite disciplined from a penalty sense throughout. There's Randy Brown talking with Tyler Loop on the sideline. In tight, wide receiver to the top of the formation. Turn and give to Allen. Allen with some blockers past the midfield marker. There is a penalty marker down as well behind the line of scrimmage. So he picks up penalty yardage and more. Gain of 8. 4 now.
That's going to be holding on.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Be first down.
Trent Scott, the veteran out of Grambling. Started 3 games as an extra offensive lineman last year with the Commanders. This is an offensive line that's gone through some injuries up front. A couple of different combinations. Guys playing different positions. Of course, Laramie Tunsil, the more significant story with torn triceps earlier in training camp. Kaliakmanis back to throw on 1st and 25. Completes it into the flat. Dion Martin quickly downhill and a gain of about 5 on 1st and long.
Yeah, that's a really good tackle by Martin. He's only 5'9", 175 pounds, bringing down a tight end in space. That tight end is 6'4", 225 pounds, so the difference of weight is tremendous, but he did a great job of wrapping up that leg.
Martin with that early play behind the line of scrimmage and a PBU as well. On the opening drive, Kaliakmanis throw. It's Van Jefferson just past the midfield logo. Had to elevate over the top and reels it in. Big gain on 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, this is cover 2. That's just a seam route. Martin has to stay. He's the hook player, so he has to stay inside of number 2 and not get outside of him.
And Jefferson, 2020 draft class, out of Florida. Gains 18 yards to set up 3rd down and 2 with just under 1:40 to play in the first. 14-0 Ravens in preseason week 3. Jefferson in motion from right to left. Kaliakmanis under center, turns, gives, and Allen does not get to the line to gain.
I didn't see who tripped him up, but somebody made penetration.
Looked like Rayshon Denny was the one that finished it off.
Then he got back there, got that penetration, clipped the leg.
Dion Wilson Jr. pushing one of the offensive linemen for the Commanders back, and that's what ultimately changed it.
Oh, they're going for a field goal.
This is a long field goal attempt from the opposite side of the 50. Wow. They said Drew Stevens had quite the leg. It's the 22-year-old rookie out of Iowa. Undrafted free agent from the left hash mark. This is a 62-yard attempt into the Russell Street end zone. It's up and away, and that one with all sorts of distance, but it's to the right. That one nowhere close. Stevens did what he could, but it'll be